Welcome. I am Darth Vadad. Join me as I remember things I loved when I was younger and still love today. For my first episode, I want to take a look back at 1978, the year I got my first Star Wars action figures. There were 12 original Kenner characters, but they were in such high demand the toy maker couldn't produce them fast enough. In fact, when they started trying to get them into stores was 1977 at Christmas time. They put out early bird certificates in stores, and they would mail people who bought the certificate the first action figures. I wasn't an early bird, but I did get all of the first series figures once they began appearing in stores. The backs of the early packages listed 12 characters. There were the Sand People, C-3PO, a Death Squad commander, which was later renamed the Star Destroyer Commander, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia Organa, Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, Darth Vader, of course, a Stormtrooper, Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi, and a Jawa. 4 characters had these stiff, awkward, thin plastic capes, or robes, that slid on over their arms. Mine didn't keep those accessories very long because they made posing or playing with the toys difficult and didn't hold up to wear and tear. I'm pretty sure I even lost the Jawa's tiny cloth robe. Thankfully, the figure was molded with robes on the figure itself. The handheld weapons also caused problems. They could easily get lost, or worse, contribute to the figures losing their fragile thumbs after many hours of play. Who remembers using Scotch tape to attach weapons to broken hands? I sure do. Then there were the lightsabers. For decades, the debate has raged about Luke Skywalker having a yellow lightsaber. Even his Bespin Fatigues version that came out with The Empire Strikes Back had one. Whether it was a result of early promotional art or confusion with the effects colors in the film, old-timers like me always think of those yellow sabers as something special, even if it drove us crazy. When I saw The Rise of Skywalker, spoiler alert, Rey's yellow saber at the end of the movie was an obvious nod to the Luke Skywalker toys, making a stronger connection between the characters. Even in Star Wars video games, I love getting yellow blades when they're available. These retractable lightsabers that came with the Luke, Vader, and Kenobi figures were flimsy with thin tips that often broke off. But they could be swapped among the figures, so Luke could have his blue saber that way. We could even pretend Luke went to the dark side by giving him Vader's red saber. And if I did lose a saber, one creative solution was to get colored cocktail toothpicks to replace them, which gave me more color options to play with. Some of those toothpicks even came in sword shapes, and that seemed like a perfect alternative to young me. Looking back, that boy I used to be, who saw Star Wars at a drive-in theater and freaked out at the menacing glow of Jawa eyes following worried R2-D2, the kid who thrilled to the laser battles and celebrated the destruction of the Death Star, he had his imagination awakened to the adventure and possibility of science fiction and fantasy. These wonderfully imperfect toys were absolutely the best way to act out the movie, and even my own flights of fancy. Thank you, Kenner, for taking my first dollars and cents and giving me endless hours of fun. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, tap the like button and subscribe for more Darth Vadad videos. Thank you, and have a great day.